Let us see here. Hello, hello. I am doing a test right now and seeing if our settings are good for the stream.
I don't have a headset. I thought we were just going to get started.
So just keep going with that.
Oh, sorry, dog. Well, people might be watching soon. They're definitely going to see this.
And also setting expiration. So this month expires in 10 minutes. Yeah. Because I think if you hijack this one, no, I mean that wouldn't work.
Okay, so I'm going to get started here and assume that everything's going, correctly. So hi, it's me again. It's Victor, lead game designer at Immerse. I'm also here with Lindsay, and we will be basically showing you guys what's new in Tyto Online. And yeah, let's get started. So probably the first thing you guys see here is our winter wonderland here. We have quite a couple of new quests for the winter update, and we'll also be doing a couple of tundra quests. That is the new biome that we recently pushed out.
We should probably pause. We're only getting you once every like several seconds.
All right, so let us pause this stream real quick because Lindsay just told me that we're not getting the frames that we want. So we're going to try and fix this real quick stream. And we're going to see if this is working. So we're testing to see if this is working now. Just going to jump around meanwhile.
I mean, it's super low resolution, but...
that probably has to do with the fact that I remember we downscaled the output resolution, so maybe we want to increase that.
Maybe let's increase that again.
All right, so let's do that. So
do we have to stop it, or can we do it while it's live?
I wondered.
Sorry, guys, we're still learning about all this stuff.
We're professionals.
Not at this. Not at this.
It was the output, I believe.
Video output.
Now we have to.
You have to pause. Okay, we'll be right back to try to get you more than like 480p, which is what you're at right now.
Okay. All right, we're back. We increased the output resolution, so hopefully you guys are seeing, better resolution there. We're going to wait a bit to confirm that. Do you think it's better?
It's still terrible, but watch it small, I guess.
Okay, so I guess we'll continue. Alright, so what we got here for our update is we're going to basically show off of the winter wonderland that we built for you all. And we're going to show off our new biome, the tundra. So, yeah, how about we just do a quick pass of the landscape. That way we can maybe talk about a couple of things. So, real quick thing, these lumps of snow are actually from Tyto Ecology. They're the caribou moss. It looks really good as snow. And I did not know that Caroline, our creative director, had done that. I thought that they actually made a separate mesh for it, but I know it just goes back to the craftiness that we got to do because game dev is pretty fast paced. And so yeah, that's just caribou moss for you. That looks like a bunch of snow. So yeah, let's see. There's our snowmen there, or our snow buddies as we call it. And do I have money to build snowmen? No, I don't. So let me do maybe the first quest that we have here for our winter update. So we're going to talk to Chen.
Maybe you should abandon some of your other quests first so you don't have so many active quests.
You're right. That is a little distracting. Okay, so let's abandon that. I could also untrack, but I feel like it's more of a clean slate if it's not in my inventory at all. I'm in my journal. Okie dokes. So back to Chen's quest. Do you notice anything different about the student district? It's completely covered in snow. Precisely. What I want to know is this: how did Espeth, which is located in a rainforest climate, suddenly get blanketed with ice and snow? Oh yeah, this is actually the first time we kind of say that Espeth is a rainforest. So just like I just remember it as I looked up here that that is the case. But yeah, Espeth is a rainforest. This sounds really bad. Oh, I didn't mean to alarm you. I don't think that's necessarily bad. I'm actually impressed. It takes some serious science to be able to transform a rainforest into a winter wonderland like this. I'm just dying to know who did it and how. So here's our snow day quest. We have to discover why the student district is blanketed in snow. And our reward is a snow one, which I'll basically later show you guys what that means. So I'm going to accept this quest. And now here we have our evidence, quest. I'm gonna see that I have 2 out of 5 evidence collected. The snow appeared in the student district overnight, and snowflakes seem to pass though through objects as if they don't exist. So kind of the reason why we have pre-existing evidences is because some of the evidence are actually pretty hard to actually show in the game as like an evidence. So we generally tend to have these pre-made evidences that come in with the quest if we can't find a creative way to express them through as an evidence.
You mean we very intelligently do it if it was given to you during the initial dialogue?
Oh yeah, that. But yeah, so that's that. So let's have a look here and look for evidences. Okay, so here we have the snow is not cold to touch. So here we're trying to show that, as opposed to real snow, that this snow isn't cold. Let's see here. The snow does not melt when you hold it in your hand. And let's look for the last one. I need to remember where that is. I think I saw something over here. Oh, here we go. This icicle is made of plastic. I'm trying to actually look for it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's kind of very transparent, but alright, so that's our evidences, and now we got to go back to Chen and, build our argument. I mean, you can also build your argument here if you want to kind of craft your argument as you are doing the quest. I personally like to collect all my evidence and do them over here. So why does the student district look like it's covered in snow? Cold weather is causing the snow and ice in the student district. The student always looked this way, but no one noticed until now. Okay, so there's a very obvious throwaway here. The snow and ice are fake and snowflakes are holograms. Someone decorated the district overnight. So I'm probably going to go with this one. Okay, so now we got to create our argument. What is strange about the snow? Oh man, I don't remember this, so I actually have to like read all of these. Let's see. Well, the snow appeared in the student district overnight, so that's pretty strange. And this one says that the snow is not cold to touch, which is pretty strange. The snow does not melt when you hold it in your hand. Okay, well, I'm going to go with this one. If I get it wrong, then, whatever, they're going to tell me that I'm wrong, and I'll fix it. What is strange about the icicles and snowflakes? Snowflakes seem to pass through objects as if they don't exist. And then I'll probably say this icicle is made of plastic. So that one's probably pretty simple. I do think I'm probably going to get this one wrong. And we probably want to add more options instead of and. We need to be more creative with our use of connectors with our arguments. So that's probably something we need to work on. Okay, so cool. I completed it, and now we're going to see what Chen here has to say. Well, what do you know? That's quite the feat. Whoever did this must be quite the scientist and the artist. Who do you think did it? I'm pretty sure the person responsible for decorating the district this way is... Tell me who it was! Me! That's right, I did it! Well, with lots of help from other Tyto students, we wanted to create a winter wonderland for the holidays. Alright, Chen, you're very clever. We hung icicles and made of recycled plastic and rigged hologram projectors around the student district to make it look like snowflakes are falling. The snowdrifts you see are made of sodium Lindsay, help.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Polyacrylate.
Acrylate?
Yeah, okay. What? Yeah, that's what I would have said. Sodium polyacrylate is a non-toxic substance found in some disposable diapers. If you wet it, it'll resemble snow. We've spent the past several weeks making enough to blanket the district. And how are you going to clean it all up? Because, holidays are kind of ending and, got to go back to our regular student district and stuff. Don't worry, we've worked it all out. We'll be leaving the decorations for a few weeks, then Eleanor's Tidy Bots will pick it all up again, and Eleanor will recycle it into something new. Fortunately, we did save the level map before we added the winter update, so it's not going to be quite the manual process that they'll be going through. So yeah, we have it saved, and we're going to be reverting it back to that level shortly. I think the second week of January, is that correct?
Yeah, January 11th we'll be removing it. So if you want to see the snow quests and also if you want to get your snow buddy, you only have until I suggest getting it done on January 10th, and then it will be going away for the next year.
Cool, cool, cool. And that means that if you want, you probably want to do the snow quest before then. Yeah, so, yep, sorry I gave you the runaround. I'm pretty proud of myself. Anyway, good on you for figuring it all out. As a present, here's something for your room. It's a snow buddy. It doesn't have a face. Well, it's nothing much yet. My friend Roberta, I think that's my Joel voice coming out, sorry. My friend Roberta in the comments sells things like eyes, noses, and sticks that you can use to customize your snow buddy. Okay, well, thanks a lot. Alright, cool, so now we got ourselves a snow one. And I actually got some money to purchase some decorations, so I'm going to show you guys what that looks like.
Nice. And this quest, just to add a little context too, we wanted to add a couple kind of winter science things. We looked at a lot of activities that parents could do with children and stuff like that around the holidays, and we saw that making fake snow is actually pretty simple. And so the material we talked about is actually able to be used to do an activity where you make fake snow that can last for a couple days and stuff like that until it starts to dry out, which is pretty cool. So we wanted to be able to work that into the game here.
Cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to go over to this vendor over here, which is the vendor that we added for you to buy your Snow Buddy, decorations. And we also actually have, we recently added platforms and stairs for your room if you want to be a little bit more creative with it. Our furniture system it's very flexible in the sense that you can rotate and move things around any way, and kind of because of that we can just put in items like platforms and stairs that players can just manually put in and decorate however they want. Alright, so what do we got here? I'm probably gonna get this sweet Genjum hat.
It has nothing to do with the fact that it's green, of
Nothing.
course. So the Snow Buddy accessories you see are pretty cheap because you're probably going to want a lot in order to decorate your Snow Buddy. So I think Victor, he's pretty broke right now.
Yeah, I only have the money that I got from the quest.
Maybe we should go do a couple Alaskan Tundra quests and then come back once we have a little more money.
That's true, yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
so
we'll show you guys the Snow Buddy in a little bit and possibly the platform at the same time with the rooms. So besides winterifying the student district, which you can see in here, and there's some beautiful lights hanging up in different areas and stuff like that, we also added the Alaskan Tundra since the last time that we streamed, so we can show you guys that brand new snowy biodome and some of its quests, which will give us enough rewards. You want to head over there?
Can we do Eleanor's
unacceptable. Okay, do you have the prerequisites?
I hope I do.
Because I'm like, mess up. Okay, there's one more winter quest in here Victor wanted to show first.
No, we didn't do it, but
you can do it real fast.
Yeah, I can do it really quick.
Okay,
Alright.
Victor's just gonna slam through this really fast because we showed this quest to people in the last live stream. Except
Oh no, wait, this isn't the quest. I need to do the Goodbye Blue Planet quest, which is actually easier to do, to be honest. So.
Okay, well we're gonna ignore the dialogue briefly and do the prerequisites. Eleanor has a special holiday quest, but there are a couple prerequisites, so Victor is going to go through those really quickly.
Okie dokes. Here we go, Darius.
So for those that haven't done this quest yet, while Victor very quickly runs through it, this is a quest that
Now that I'm
is pretty soon after you get into the student district. You need to go welcome or console some of these people who are also Earth refugees like you, who all have their own perspectives and concerns. And it's a great way for people who maybe haven't dug in on our trailer and the forums and things like that to really better understand the game world. And so it's a nice introduction through discussion and showing empathy in order to kind of better understand what the context of the game here is, which a lot of people have really enjoyed this quest.
Okie
So
dokes.
Victor just ran through it and got a whole 25 credits, but
Oh, yes.
it's a prerequisite in order to do another quest, which is kind of empathy driven, that Eleanor the robot has for us over here. So we're going to try to go get that now. Do you have to do the beautiful quest too?
I don't
first?
think we do.
Well, she doesn't seem to have a quest for you, Victor, so.
Really? Okay, so let's...
So now we're going to go pick up trash. Another thing that we've done recently as well is we actually made the ability to go ahead and for us to put in weekly and daily quests as well. So this quest with Eleanor where you go pick up, oops, someone else is in the game, Elijah. This quest with Eleanor where you go pick up trash and stuff over here that Victor's doing right now, we've also turned into a daily quest. So it's something you can come back and get a pretty regular reward for if you want to come contribute to recycling throughout the game world too. So after you've done the first one, you'll have kind of a slight variety that you can continue to get in order to finish it up as well. Okay,
Yeah.
and here's the new quest. So.
Reciprocal item transferal day. Okie dokes. Salutations, holiday helper. I won't be able to voice Eleanor.
Yeah, we're going to be putting a lot more voice acting in the next couple weeks here. We're a little behind on that since we do it all in-house.
Okie dokes. Holiday helper. The year is ending, and that means that it's time for my favorite holiday. It's most wondrous, magical, festive time that my programming can process. And it's called Non-Reciprocal Item Transferal Day. Woo! Okay, so Eleanor, you're too much. Yes, that's how I feel about that right now. Unfortunately, I don't have enough storage capacity for all my art projects, so at the end of the year, I give them all away on Non-Reciprocal Item Transferal Day. Cool, cool, cool. Of course, I'm unable to physically visit all the people for whom I've made presents because I have no legs. That's very insightful. That's why you will spread holiday cheer by delivering my presents. Okay, okay. Can't your tidy bots do it? No, just a flat out no. Okay. Caroline, please. I shall mark the locations of several Spethians on your map. Bring them their presents and tell them that Eleanor sends them X's and O's. Actually, make that 1s and 0s. Are you ready? Okie dokes, here I go. So here are some beautiful presents that I need to deliver for Eleanor, so I'll collect them real quick. Doop, doop. Okie dokes. And now what we're going to do is deliver them to the NPCs from the Goodbye Blue Planet quest.
Did you see how beautiful they were?
They're very pretty. Okie dokes, and here are our radiuses for the quest. Alright. Ah, good. I was hoping I would see you again. I have news about the horses. It seems that there's a popular character in Espeth called Ponycorn. Ponycorn is similar to a horse in several important ways, so I've become an extreme fan. I really want Caroline to voice this again. Like, this
we'll
is...
get voice acting in very soon.
Yeah, like, this is probably one of my favorite dialogues that, you know, that Caroline has done. That and Yosef. I love Ponycorn. Ponycorn is the best. I'm glad you found Ponycorn. What's this? A wrap box with a note attached? It seems that it's from the trash processor in the Commons, Eleanor. It has written its name on the card in Morse code. Well, I didn't know she knew Morse code. Let's see. Eleanor has given me a ponycorn made of recycled pangachows. I'm overjoyed. This is the perfect present. I've never been happier. Tell Eleanor that I'm both of the moons with... Wait, what? I'm over both of the moons with joy.
So over the moon?
Wow.
Victor gets it. Oh.
Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, so let's go. Yeah, Espeth has 2 moons, Halcyon and
Vanguard?
Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
sounds
go.
reasonable.
I'm sure Caroline is crying somewhere out there. Hi there, what's up? Are you settling in here? Yep, I'm doing great. I'm glad to hear the evacuation is ongoing, but I'm glad to see you're embracing all Espeth has to offer, and that Espeth seems to be embracing you in return. What's that? A gift from Eleanor? Oh, it must be non-reciprocal item transfer all day again, so he's probably heard of this before. I've never gotten a gift from Eleanor before. I'm touched. I'm one of the lucky recipients this year. So you know about this holiday. Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. Sometimes Eleanor declares non-reciprocal item transfer all day, several times a year. I guess it just depends on the amount of trash that's been processed. Okie dokes.
She likes sharing her gifts.
Yeah, totally has nothing to do with the fact that she ran out of storage capacity. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Oh my gosh, it's a pin made of the cap from a root beer bottle. I love Oswell's root beer. This is great. Tell Eleanor I love it. Cool. All right, we got 2 more presents to give. Hiya, what's up? Let me give you the present. What's that? A present from Eleanor, like the robot? That's definitely a new one. Well, open it up. What's inside? Let's see. It's a sculpture of some kind. It's made out of cans and bottles and leaves. Yeah, actually, kind of cool. I'll display in my room. This is like the most Espeth thing ever. Tell Eleanor I said thanks.
Since, Espethians are very into recycling and upcycling.
Okie dokes, and here's Leilani. Oh, hello. What's up? Eleanor made this gift for you. A gift from a robot? How neat. Thank you for bringing it to me. Let's see what's inside. Oh my goodness, it's 2 bracelets made of dyed paper. I can give one to my friend Alma. What a great gift. Tell Eleanor that I love them and I'll wear mine always. Okay.
So while Victor returns back, some of the stuff they're talking about here, definitely in the future when we get more crafting or any crafting into the game, we are talking about using Eleanor as a great point to recycle things, get upcycled materials and things like that you can then use to do crafting. So this is kind of a little bit of a hint about our future plans there. Although, we obviously haven't built it yet, it's still something that you can learn a little bit about while doing this quest, and obviously sharing some of the holiday spirit of gift giving. So, yeah, do you have enough coins right now, or do you want to head over to the Tundra first?
I think I have... Oh, wow, yeah, I actually got a good amount of coins, at least for building the snowman.
Okay.
We can do that, or we can still continue with the
Let's
Tundra.
do the Tundra first, because then we could show all the new stuff off in the room at once, because we also added some platforms and stairs so that you can actually add lofts to your room. So I think we're going to need a little bit more Tyto credits before we want to give that a go. So we'll go ahead and show you guys the Tundra.
Okay, so something that I need to remember to put in the backlog is to put the Tundra biodome at, above the Espeth Park, because I feel like all the biodomes should be together. Just like one of those small things that...
There's a lot of little things when you're making a video game.
Okie dokes.
Oh, the Aurora.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, the first time I saw this, I freaked out. I had no idea that we were doing this. So...
Caroline Gruber, our tech artist, went a little crazy and made us an Aurora. Particularly, the thinking was that since there's no tall trees here, we wanted the sky to be a bit more interesting, and since we're doing the Alaskan tundra, we could get away with that, so we were pretty thrilled with that. Okay, sorry. Go ahead and questing.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's ignore the the little part of his pants that's
yeah, we have to fix
shirt.
a lot of the little pants. Occasionally, a pair of pants will fit through a certain shirt poorly, so it's something that we're in the process of slowly logging and fixing when we notice them.
Righto. If you don't mind my saying, you look more than a little confused. Surely I can help. Where's all the snow? There's more to the tundra than vast expanses of snow. There's a great variety here. You'll have to do some exploring to see just what I mean, of course. If you say so, who are you anyway? Forgive me, I'm Anton Diaz, Tundra Biodome Supervisor. Should you require guidance about living things in this area, I am at your disposal. Well, aren't you the helpful charmer?
Is that going to be that person's voice?
I have no idea. I do what I can. There's always opportunities for kindness and constructive criticism. He right. Now, are you ready to get to work? Already I have tasks for you. I admit that this is not the most pleasant, but it will be helpful. Oh boy, I know what's up. It's gonna be... You will find that I am a blunt man, so I will be transparent. I need you to collect Pedrisa from the tundra animals. Not Pedrisa. Sorry, that is the word for in Basque?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my first language. What is it called? Detritus? Oh, yep, it's the poop. Think of it as short-term suffering for long-term gain. Continue. I'd like to determine the relationship between the living things in the tundra biodome. To do this, I need to know more about who is consuming whom. You are capable, yes? All right, let's do this. Yeah, we got credits. Very capable. Be back soon. All right, so we know what the drill is here. We're going to collect some poop, and then probably, well, there's like 4 over here. Yeah, and then build our flow chart after we do the DNA collection. So yeah, I think there's still a couple of we still need to probably move around some
While
of
we're
the
doing that, let's show
animals.
off some of the cool animals though. So we have the Arctic fox you see there, caribou, which are rainforests, or which are reindeer, not rainforests. They're not
Rainforests.
rainforests.
They're rainforests.
Um, obviously we have poop to collect, but yeah, and we put some rocks on the edges, which I think look fantastic here. But as we see more of the animals, we can point them out. Oh, is there a polar bear?
Yeah, we'll do about the LOD on these trees because they just pop in. And then there's our caribou, and here's the polar bear.
Yeah. So there's a polar bear running by who has such a happy, adorable face. And the caribou, which are reindeer. Some people apparently were surprised that reindeer are real, so let's go ahead and put that out. Reindeer are real. They're caribou. They do not fly, but that would be kind of fun.
Oh yes, yeah. If you want a pet reindeer, you just get a pet caribou. Not that you're even allowed to have those, probably, but
I don't think that's a thing.
they're bear berries. I think that's what they're called. Berry bushes.
Bearberry.
Okie dokes. Yeah. And oh yeah. Now we have this visualizer for the for our collection quest and our categorization quest. So now you have a progress bar, which I think is just helpful that we don't have to like read out the numbers. And...
Yeah. So on the right there, you can see the little progress bar as you go, which is a really great visual thing that our UI designer Uchina came up with while she was making that. It was her idea, and we were really thrilled with it to make it a little easier to see your progress as you go. So,
and I'm gonna press the get me unstuck button, which is also new. So
right, you could do that with /unstuck in the chat command before, but we added a button after a child got, you know, there wasn't really a way to figure it out unless you read our help files and things like that. So yeah, now you can just hit a button really quickly and jump back to the beginning or get yourself unstuck. Cool.
All right. I've wondered when I would see your face again. I know the errand on which I sent you was not a pleasant one. I didn't mind. All for science, right? Yes, the things we do for science. I've examined your detritus samples and uploaded my findings to your iMinder, you know, along with the rest of your information on biodome ecosystems. Thanks? What now? Well, think about the information we have. Here's what we know, generally what is in detritus and who made it. But having direct DNA samples from different animals, this would be better. Okay. Do I get to dig through poop? Mercifully, nothing quite so personal. Here, this DNA extractor should be of great use. Point it at the animal whose DNA you want to collect, and it will do the rest. Painlessly. Painlessly, he emphasizes. Painless is good. Will they sit still? Use your tranquilizer on the animal to freeze it first, of course. Seems easy enough. Your iMinder then will let you know what one of your DNA sample matches, one of your detritus samples, I think I read that wrong. We will know soon enough what the animals are eating. Okie dokes. I love a good mystery. I'm on it. Okay, so now we got here our analyzer, and we have Arctic wolf, the caribou, and the Arctic hare. So we basically need to figure out what's in the Arctic wolf detritus, which we have some unidentified bone fragments, unidentified fur. I'm going to guess it's the caribou and the Arctic hare, so I'm going to go on an adventure to look for them. So I remember the caribou.
Those over there, yeah.
Yeah.
We like starting with each biodome with one of these quests for the food web because it's a really great way to get you introduced to what is in the biodome as you have to go collect the poop and go freeze things and collect their DNA samples. Oh, I don't think your DNA is on your bar yet.
Bam, right click. There we go.
So we had a match with the hare. Cool. What about the lemming?
I don't need to do lemmings. I don't see in my analyzer, Lindsay.
Okay, Victor, don't explore and experiment, sure.
That's just kind of like one of the things that it makes it so hard when you know what you're supposed to do. It kind of makes it a little bit hard to QA because you kind of know how it's supposed to be done, so it doesn't let you... It's not natural for you to do things that other players otherwise wouldn't do. So yeah, it's just one of those things where that's why it's helpful to kind of have people that are removed from the process to help you QA stuff.
And by QA, he means...
And by QA, I mean have
quality assurance testing.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I
okay,
forget that it's like not a thing that is like really obvious, but yeah, quality assurance testing. Which by that we mean that we need testing like and help with finding bugs and things like that. Um, Tell me, were you able to freeze an Arctic hare jumping in midair? I could probably do it if they actually jumped, but they don't. They just walk. Um, no, but the caribou were majestic. It sounds like you still caught a beautiful sight indeed. So, I had accidentally used the word caribou plural once with Caroline when I was like, I think doing the quest, and she had to correct me and be like, Victor, it's caribou both plural and singular, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, just like why would caribou out of all things be like both plural and singular? So I learn things every day while I'm doing what I'm doing, but yeah, just one of those things. I just remember when I was reading that dialogue. Um, you've heard of food web, yes? Food webs show what each plant and animal in a biome consumes for energy and how they're all connected. Got it. How do I make that? By creating a flowchart of the tundra web, you'll help me keep better track of the health and needs of this biodome's ecosystem. When you look good, I look good. Will you help me? Oh wow, I didn't realize that he said that. Why not? There's nothing better to do. Okay. So now we have our lovely new flowchart icon. Before it was like something like more ambiguous, so we swapped that out. And now we have this.
And we're still working on some updates to the UIs for the analyzer and the flowchart. They're on our list of things to update as soon as we can.
Oh boy, I need to remember to update these things. I think I kind of forgot these.
Oh.
These are empty. It's something I need to fix on our content authoring suite, which is what I use to basically build the quest. Okay, so I probably won't need this for now. So I know that caribou moss goes to caribou, and that Arctic wolves eat caribou. So I think this is correct. Also, I know that the Arctic hare eats the what is this, cotton grass?
Does the caribou eat the cotton grass?
I think. Well, here.
Aha.
Yes, it does. Okay.
It's just the caribou moss. I think nothing really eats except for caribou
Yeah.
in the Arctic. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. This looks good.
I
I'm
saved
going
Victor
to
from sudden defeat.
submit for review. Whoop! Exemplary work. Okay. Good. It is like days like today that I say to myself, "Congratulations, Anton. Well done. How truly superb you are." Congratulations, I guess, for what? For trusting you to do an excellent job, of course. Okay, so he's taking credit for my accomplishments. Man, well,
That's how
so
it works
rude.
when you work for a supervisor. Right?
Your food web flowchart truly impressed me. I will not soon forget your dedication nor the quality of your work. Here's a reward for your trouble. Oh wow, thanks. That means a lot. You should come and see me again when you have some time. My task list is endless, and there's still the matter of arranging a caribou ride. If that is still something that interests you, I could always, ride
Are we
on
working
a.
on caribou rides, Victor?
Oh no. Yeah. Let's ignore that bit of the dialogue.
150 credits.
150
Oh, is this the last one
credits.
where you get to sort things out? Let's do the next quest.
Ah. No, the last one is the
Oh.
one you have to sort things. So, all right. So, hello again, my friends. You're welcome sight indeed. So maybe I might skip some of the dialogue because
Good, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, we're only supposed to be going for another 20-something minutes. We still have a lot to show you guys, so we're gonna run through this kind of quickly.
Yep. Okie dokes. I'm performing research on one of the tundra's most intriguing and eye-catching life forms, the Arctic jewel lichen. What's a lichen? Lichens grow on rocks, tree bark, and other areas of the outdoor. They occur in many types of biomes, but the beautiful Arctic jewel lichen only grows where it's nice and cold. Are they a type of moss? Type of moss? Yes. No, in fact, mosses and lichens are actually very different organisms. See, I actually didn't know that.
I don't either.
So yeah, it's just
moss are their own food with sunlight, but lichens are more like mushrooms. So they're they're decomposers.
that sounds like it's the case.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
find out. Let's learn more.
I see. What I need is for you to head out into the biodome and collect rocks of the Arctic jewel lichen. Growing on them, you'll know the lichen by its fiery orange color. 6 samples should suffice.
Okay.
Okie dokes. So, yeah, I'm just
Show
gonna.
the other side of the biodome. So Yeah, we don't have seasons in our biodomes, as those of you who have played already know. So we basically just made part of the biodome. Yes, there's a floating plant. You just ran by. So we made part of the biodome represent more kind of the springtime with a lot of the active plants all over the place, and then the other part more snowy, so you could see a little bit of both of what it looks like. Of course, right when you walk in, the first thing you see is this, which can be a little surprising. It's also really intense graphically, and we're working on fixing that up because all of these are tiny, tiny, tiny plants versus like big bushes and big trees that are in some of our ecosystems. So it actually ended up with like 10,000 objects in here, which I think is like 3 to 4 times more than any of our other biodomes. So you might notice a frame rate drop when you load into this one.
Oopsies.
So it's something that we are working on fixing up because it is pretty intense, as you can probably see just by looking around. There's just so many individual small plants when you just have so many low, small objects like this. So Victor's grabbing all of our jewel lichen.
Yeah, I was
Nice.
actually really surprised by how pretty like these objects came out. I think maybe it's the glow kind of makes it seem better, but I don't know. Like I think they look really interesting. I had no idea that such a thing existed in the tundra. But yeah, it's like one of the neat things about just like, like I don't know, just one of the neat things that I guess that I'm exposed to sometimes is like new content, new quests, new dialogue, and things like that. It's just I learn a thing or two just by playtesting the quests.
Yeah, the bearberry there is really cool too. You see it's bright. That's during its like fruiting, I believe, stage. That's what it looks like. And then we have it in different patches and regular. And when it's flowering, it looks different kind of throughout its process. And it's just really bright and striking when it's fruiting. It really surprised me when I started playing the game as well to see what it looked like during fruiting. We also put out the Alaskan Tundra in Tyto Ecology, our Create Your Own Ecosystem game. We are working on getting that into Tyto Online, so there's no need to buy it independently or anything, but it's something that is available right now, and some people are playing and doing it as well. So Victor just cheated and went to the beginning again.
You saw nothing. You've returned.
Okay.
Were you successful in your task? I come bearing lichen. Excellent. I'll take them now, if you don't mind. These lichen will be most useful for my future experiments. Thank you very much for your help. Anytime. Okay, and here's our pet rock.
Oh,
I think
how convenient.
Yeah, Caroline. Okay, so
You got a little snarky with that one?
yeah, she really did. And the thing is, it's not really a pet that follows you around. It's actually a
Yeah, it's a
house item.
decorative
So
thing.
sorry about that. I know
But
that
it looks great in your room.
Yes,
Pet rock.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so one more quest here, and
I
then
wanna
we'll
add
head
it.
over to our room.
Do we want to do? Okay, no. Remember, we have to do the part 2 of the. Do you think I should just quickly do the second flowchart quest? And
Oh, before we do the last one there?
yeah, because in order for us
Yeah, I
to do
think
the
we have time.
categorization one. Okay,
We
cool.
still have almost 20 minutes.
All right, so I skipped the dialogue because I want to make sure that we get to that last quest that we put in. So yeah, let's see if I can get this done real quick.
MMOs like this aren't really meant for short play sessions.
They
per
really
se.
aren't.
Although you can just, do a quest in 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes or so per quest. So if you want to, you can do just a little bit. But certainly we wanted to show you guys a lot of our new content here. To get through some of that. And we have a different type of quest that we haven't done before at the very end of our quest chain here. And since they're in sequential order, we need to do some stuff that you've already seen, like a secondary flowchart quest first. But you can see all the cute animals while we're rocking around.
Yeah, look, they're very cute.
And they're definitely not stuck on a rock.
Definitely not. They just like hanging out near rocks. That's what they do. Let's see here.
Oh, the lynx. I haven't seen any lynxes in
Oh
here
yeah,
yet.
there you go.
The lemmings are so small, they're hard to see. At some point we need to make it so that when you click, you can click on the name plate and not just the creature, because like the lemmings are so tiny in the grass and stuff that I'll see the name lemming running around, I'll try to click on it and I like can't find it in a grassy spot or something like that. So
Let's see if I can find any lemmings.
Just on our way to our next poop.
Yeah. What was it? I was like really surprised that like ermine can yeah, exactly. Like they're like really small.
Yeah, there's ermines are one of the small predators we have in here somewhere. I don't know that we've seen one running around. They're like ferret size, but they can eat like rabbits, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun learning about the animals.
Yeah.
And in fact, it is part of some of our people's jobs to look at cute videos of animals on YouTube all day. Which is
Yeah.
really great.
All right, then let's go through this real quick. And now I'm gonna look for, what am I looking for? Wolverine, grizzly bear, moose, and lemmings. So I probably need to look for moose and lemmings. Yes, that looks about correct. Is that one?
Clicking on the lemming.
Oh, there's the Wolverine. So when
So cute.
I think he's moving sideways. I already have that
Oh.
like as a bug in my
Yeah.
backlog. Oh, there's our very not stuck moose. Okay, nice.
Also things that we're already working on fixing, but
There we
the
go.
match moose, you must have kicked it twice.
Yeah. And then let's see. I expected for some reason to look at the mini map and.
If you don't already know the answers, you might have scanned a Wolverine, but since Victor designed it, he knows that nothing ate a Wolverine, so he just skipped over that.
Oh yeah.
It's a little faster for Victor than the rest of us.
Okie dokes. Yeah, the lemmings are going to be very painful to look for. I'm gonna
A
hope
lot of
that
little
somewhere
stuff
over
over
there. I can tell by like with their like nameplates
Yeah.
off in the distance.
Lots of creatures probably mean small things if they're that compacted over there. So
Right.
hopefully.
There we go.
Living. He's so tiny though.
Okay. Unfortunately,
Good luck
like
catching
it's pretty okay to click on them, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Oh no, I clicked off. Okay. Let's. Oh, did I accidentally?
There we go. I mean, you don't have to have clicked on them in order. Oh, what are you doing?
There we go.
You don't have to have clicked on them in order to throw the tranquilizer though. Anything that's around it when you click that will get in the tranquilizer. So you just have to be able to click on it afterwards. Yep, still questing.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think that might have been a broken dialogue.
Yeah, I think at this point they assume you know how to do food webs, not trying to excessively talk about how to do food webs. So certainly when you do things repeatedly, you don't need full explanations every single time.
Okie dokes.
Oh, this
In
is
that case.
6 things, huh?
Yeah, this
Kind
one's
of
more
intense one.
complicated. Yeah. Oh, so a quick thing. When I was like looking up like for the first time like Wolverine for balancing the tundra biome and Tyto ecology, typed in like Wolverine facts, and the first thing that pops up obviously is like DC's like Marvel's Wolverine. Like
It was hard to find Wolverine information.
it's like of course, just did not even think about that as I was typing that out. All right. So let's see here. Grizzly bear.
So if you have a pretty big flow chart like Victor has here, it sometimes can be easier to put your producers on the bottom, kind of like the bottom trophic level, and then put your herbivores above that, and then your predators above that, because it kind of helps with the organization of everything. So yeah, highly suggested to do that.
Let me drag this more out.
Oh, you might want to check our stuff though. So lemming is bearberry and diamond willow, so they eat both of them, Victor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what's our Wolverine eat?
Wolverine,
Moose and
lemming, which
Okay,
I
we
have.
that. Grizzly is moose and lemming.
Oh, really?
Wait. Oh yeah, grizzly bear says moose. Okay, so we took down a moose.
Oh, and the bearberry.
And
Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
That makes sense that he would eat bearberry. But also lemming and moose.
Moose and lemming. So
Yeah,
these
so
are
the
probably.
grizzly's an omnivore that eats whatever he wants.
And I think
And
the
then
moose
is just the diamond leaf willow.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nearly
What
perfect.
did we mess up on?
Okay.
So we're probably missing a connector somewhere. Unfortunately, if you got something wrong that you put on, it'll show up red for you, and then you can cross that out and try again. But if you're just missing it, it's a little harder to get the feedback for you in terms of what you're missing. So it's something that we're going to kind of explore a little bit. But if you're nearly perfect, it'll go ahead and let you turn it in anyway. But in the future, we're going to want to put some stuff in.
I'm a little offended. I should have gone
I know, you always want to fix it. So we're going to make it so you can fix it as we continue on because, yeah, every time I mess up, I really want to fix it too. And if you get it pretty close or you just miss one, it just lets you keep going. And, yeah, some people aren't a big fan of that. Okay, so last quest. Yes. Hey, Victor, isn't you want to read?
Yeah.
So the first dialogue that he just skipped through said, I was wondering if you know the difference between producers, consumers, and decomposers.
Right. I should have expected as much from you in that case. Let me see if I can exit this and
Oh, you
redirect.
just want
There
to
we
restart?
go.
Okay.
Hello, my friend. I was hoping that you might come by again. I've been wondering, do you know the difference between consumers, producers, decomposers, and an ecosystem? And I know what those things are. Sure, sure, sure. So I'll press no, I don't, just for you guys. Okay. A producer is an organism that makes its own food to survive. It produces its own nourishment, you see. Producers are also eaten by other creatures, so they produce food for the ecosystem as a whole. Got it? What's next? A consumer is an organism that must consume other organisms to survive. Some consumers eat producers, and some eat other consumers. Okay, sounds good. What about decomposers? A decomposer is an organism that breaks down waste in the ecosystem. Decomposers play a very important role in the ecosystem because they recycle dead plant and animal matter into base nutrients that can be absorbed by new producers. Gotcha. As you can see, producers, consumers, and decomposers function together in a cycle, if you will. Energy flows from one to the next as it converts the other into food. This is called the flow of matter in ecosystem. Okie dokes, flow of matter makes sense. I've collected 5 residents from the tundra biome and placed them on these tables before you. I'd like you to do is scan them and tell me if they're a consumer, a producer, or a decomposer. Easy peasy. Oops. Excellent. I'll be here to offer clues and help, should you need them, but I have a feeling you won't require much assistance because, well, you're you. Okay, yes, he has a lot of faith in me, I can
So
tell.
you may have noticed that we gave you an option of saying if you understand it or not already. You can keep going
Yeah.
or whatever, so that those that already know it don't have to sit through it. But if you don't, you can get a little brief thing, and then we try to get it into really quick explanations, like a producer produces from sun and stuff like that. So I was really a fan of this because we used our normal categorization function, which is what you see on the like recycling quests and stuff, but use it in a different way. And in order to let you,
Oh, this is good.
whoops, it's kind of stuck. In order to let you do this, so the mushroom breaks down detritus in the soil, so it gives you a little hint, so you can pick it. Let's get the next one wrong, Victor.
Okay.
Show. So the tufted saxifrage.
That obviously eats other plants. I see, and you get like basically tailored advice.
Right. So it gives you the hint that it produces food from sunlight so that you can get to the right one there to help you with that. So I was really interested in seeing this kind of new use of this mechanic that we hadn't done before when we did this. So an Arctic hare
is a decomposer.
Oh, they can't absorb nutrients or create its own food. So they can't create its own food, which means it's a consumer.
Alrighto.
Because producers can create their own food.
Ermine.
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 Can you zoom in to see the Ermine? Because we didn't show them
Yes,
Ermine yet.
yes.
It's gonna be a little hard to see though. He's so tiny.
It's very tiny.
I don't know if it's supposed to be that tiny or not, but he's so tiny. Yeah, he's a little fella.
And can you believe those little things are carnivores? How do you take on other things as like being that small?
And baby rabbits and eggs and frogs and
no,
yeah.
you can't be that threatening.
So a predator is a consumer. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, that was a pretty simple way. We just put the tables there so that we could have games there with that.
Okie dokes. In that case, I am off with my, how much money did I get? 567.
Oh, that was pretty quick. So we've had about an hour of gameplay. We're probably going to go slightly over on our time here.
I'm sure
people
that's
can wait
fine.
if they want to or not. So that now we can go buy up a bunch of Snow Buddy decorations and some new platforms and show you guys all of the cool adjustments that we did to the room so that you can take a look at what you can do with your apartment now. Remember, if you want a Snow Buddy, you need to get in before January 11th when we will remove it in our update. But the platforms and stuff will be there from now on. It's just a nice way for you to do things.
Should we get like a stairs?
Yeah, we should probably get stairs and a platform and
a platform.
You don't need a pole. We added some poles in, but you don't technically need them. And then we'll just load up a bunch of Snow Buddy decorations. You want another Snow Buddy base?
I'll just, that way I can have a friend, you know? And then, see, these are, see, this is going to be really cool because it says it's a sanguine hat, but I'm going to use it as arms.
Oh, man. Such a rogue.
Oh, yes. And then there's these.
Twig arms. Oh, you got to have lots of pebbles.
That's true.
If we have leftover money, maybe we should buy some of the new wallpapers we have, because I think since the last version, we put in a lot of really cool wallpapers.
Okay, yeah, we should definitely
My
do
favorite
that.
is the galaxy wallpaper. There's also some new ponycorn wallpaper. Oh, that skirt's so good.
Yeah, it has the
Okay. We good
corgi
on
icon.
snow. Yeah. So the little corgi that you see there is an error icon. So if we didn't correctly give it an icon in our like backend systems, it will show up as a corgi,
Mm-hmm.
which is definitely a mixed bag because our creative director loves corgis and isn't too motivated to fix them. So we might have to make it not a corgi in order
Like
to
a dragon,
fix this
right?
faster. Yeah, make it a dragon. Yeah, she's not a fan of dragons. Okay, so I
Okay.
think the wallpapers are one of the middle vendors there.
Here? Oh, the over
middle
there.
one or the next one.
Let's see. Okay, so these are the furniture people. I'd have to believe
back
that
here
it's
they have
from.
yeah.
Is it Valeria or
Just start
Abby?
clicking on people. I
Okay.
think everyone has some different wallpapers.
This one?
Chalkboard, sure. I mean, just a couple cool things we should grab.
There's
Maybe,
a trim.
yeah. Look at some of the other vendors back here. We'll just grab whatever we see back here. Oh, ponycorn.
Oh, green.
Green. What about ponycorn?
Oh, that
Everyone else likes
ponycorn. Okay, we do ponycorn. Okay.
What about blue starry night for the ceiling?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be broke.
Now you're broke. It's okay. You can do the quest over.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so we're gonna head over now that we have broke Victor of everything he owns.
I'm sad.
through
I didn't even buy green
peer
things.
pressure.
This is how much I care about you all.
So he's gonna head over to his room so he can decorate everything here and show you guys the rest of how cool the district is while we head over there past some of these really cool decorations. And I hope everyone is enjoying this falling snow, because we certainly are.
Mm-hmm. Those are the sanguine hats.
Oh yeah, so you can see some sample snow buddies all the way around the district that our level designer made and put in here himself as well.
Yeah, there are the district lights.
Those are our
The
nice
Christmas
holiday
lights.
lights
Yes, yes, yes.
hanging up everywhere.
What else? What else?
Well, we have more holiday lights over there. We've got snow buddies, the snow.
Yeah, we got more snow over
There's
there.
snow everywhere. Yeah, it's beautiful over here. Oh, turn around and show this. Yeah, that's a melted snowman.
Oh.
Which is really just a snowman pushed into the ground, but it looks melted.
Yeah. All right, let's
Okay,
go
head into our
in.
apartment.
And I'm going to. Oh, I forgot to add everything to my furniture inventory. So here goes.
So you just right-click everything, and it learns it into your inventory at the appropriate place so that you can then start using it. So we don't run out of inventory space very often since everything can get sent away to where it belongs. Lots of clicking. Almost.
Okie dokes. Oh, let me just put this on too.
Yeah, just get everything.
Sometimes the click doesn't
You'll get a little
register.
lag, yeah. I
Okay.
don't think it was quite prepared for that much at once.
Okay, so we have our stairs actually, and I will make some stairs maybe up to a platform later. Maybe I should.
Yeah, where do you want to put your platform?
Okay, I know what I want to do. I want to put my platform over there. Oh look, there's my floating cup.
Did you leave a jar floating in your room last time, Victor?
Yeah, I did. Okay, let's remove that, and then I'll put my platform. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting.
Whoops. If you pulled it over the ground, it probably would have. Well, you can rotate it. So
Over the
our
ground.
platforms do. All of our objects try to snap to whatever object you have them over, but if it's not sure because it thought Victor was trying to put it on the wall or something, it will kind of rotate. So you can fix anything with these little objects.
It tries to be smart.
Yeah, but it's not always that smart. So you can fix everything with your movement options over here, but it's definitely a little faster to kind of trick it into going the way you want it to go.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit
Your
of
stairs are a little well, with a lot more time and patience, you could get the gist that you could have a little loft there. You could even stack several of those around each other. You could use them to make more. You can do all sorts of really cool things with it.
I want to put my snowman up here.
You want to put your snowman up there. But obviously we didn't quite, get there with Victor.
Okay, I don't have the patience for this kind of stuff unless I'm making something really green. So, okay, let's do that. I will now rotate it this way. Oh yeah. So the reason why these things don't rotate quite the way you expect them to is because we made the pivot point the not the center of the actual object, but more outside the center. So that's why some of these objects are a little bit weird. But it was basically helpful for the level designer to put it in the actual Unreal editor and lay down the snowman there. So it's kind of like a small sacrifice for that, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. Let's add arms here.
So yeah, snow buddies can be a little time consuming to make since you have to carefully tweak everything until you get it exactly how you want it. But pretty well worth it. Also, if you want to move it afterwards, we don't have a grouping mechanism yet for moving. So if you decide you want to change the position of it, you're going to have to move everything independently. So I highly suggest being pretty sure about where you want to put it before you start working on the perfect decorations. I do love the scarf for him right here.
Yeah, that's why I want to put it on him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's see. Doop.
You also
I
just
think.
have to position it exactly right here. But hey, you get to learn about 3D positioning.
Yeah.
uh,
There we go. I think that's okay.
I like that the sanguine arm is actually moving like it does on our
Yeah.
side too. Just kind of flowing in the breeze a little bit. So
Okay, and so it's getting there, but yeah, you kind of get the point.
it's complete without eyes. Thank you.
There.
And luckily, because of the snapping features, you see the eye goes pretty much where you want it when you're placing it, but you might decide you want to tweak it a little more so his eyes.
No, I like it
You like
derpy.
the crooked eyes. Okay, you can use that to do a mouth and different things as
No, I
well,
want this.
or whatever you'd like. Noses.
Yeah,
etc.
some things stick like exactly perfect, and others you have to figure out how we'll do it.
Yeah, how to get them where you want them to go, but you can always tweak it afterwards. So I think Victor's having a little trouble getting the Jinjom nose where that's a good use.
So now I'm gonna use this cup.
Do you have a pet rock you could use?
Oh wait, where's my pet rock?
I think it's right there in the clutter on the top left. Isn't that your pet rock? So this is a pet rock. This is a mini jewel lichen that he was given as a gift from the Thunder supervisor.
There.
That's a beautiful nose.
It's on top of the cup.
Oh, well, that works. You want to show off some of the cool wallpapers and stuff?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We're wrapping up to that because we're a little bit over our time. Well, only by a minute, not too bad. But we definitely wanted to show you guys some of the cool new stuff and features. So that's one of the new wallpapers, which is our math stuff. Victor really likes the green. Ponycorn, which is a personal favorite, and several of our artists have that as their computer wallpaper backgrounds now. I really love the Starry Night that we have there. And what's that snow one? Is that just like a snowy look? Yeah, okay, yeah. Celebrate the snow. So yeah, we've got some really cool stuff going on with that and lots of options. I know I was having fun with Galaxy and all sorts of crazy things. So we even have some that looks like dinosaur bones, I think.
I
don't
think
remember
so,
what it's called.
yeah.
Yeah, it was some really, really cool stuff to explore. So we had kind of an art jam with our art team in order to generate a lot more options for you guys around that and more furniture and wallpaper and everything else. So
I didn't realize how cute the ponycorn is.
Ponycorn that's actually classic Ponycorn too.
Oh.
Rather than the new school Ponycorn.
Right.
Like you see
Yeah,
on
I can see the
Ponycorn
difference.
T-shirt. That is the old school classic Ponycorn, which I believe was our first concept art for the Ponycorn that we then turned into a
It looks like
wallpaper.
less cute in a way.
Yeah, the modeler that did it made it more round when she did it flow because she really, really likes adorable round things. So she actually made it look a little chubbier and cuter than that. And then we made new art off of that with the Ponycorn t-shirt and stuff. So that's the old school classic Ponycorn, which makes a great wallpaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole history of Ponycorn now made by artists doing crazy things. So
Truth.
we hope you guys enjoyed the live stream and going over everything that was new over the last few weeks. We'll definitely look forward. We'll schedule it pretty soon. Normally we do these on Saturdays, but feel free to let us know via social media, our chat system on our website, or anything else if there's certain days that work better for you than like Saturday afternoons. And we will keep kind of experimenting with good times in order to have these and show you all what we've been doing. So anything else, Victor, to wrap up?
Yeah, happy holidays. Build your own snow buddy because that's really important. Try and make it as green as possible and post it onto Steam, and then I'll definitely give you a like for that. But yeah, happy
Make it look better
holidays.
than Victor's.
Yeah, this one looks pretty sad. I had a really good looking one. I took a picture of it and I think I posted it on Steam.
Yeah,
But
Steam screenshots are a great place. So cool. Yeah, everyone have a great New Year's Eve and New
So-
Year's Day, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
it looks like a broccoli nose here. Anyways,
Bye.
bye-bye.